Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my drugstore palette collection, eyeshadow palette collection. This is not a bragging video, not a recommendation. I might give you my thoughts on these palettes as I go, but this is just me showing you the palettes that I do have. Let me start with BH Cosmetics. I have quite a few from them, so let's just get started with these. First one from BH Cosmetics that I have is the Shaaanxo BH Cosmetics 9-color eyeshadow palette. One side, this is the original, so one side is the eyeshadow, the other side is the lip colors. The formula of the eyeshadow and the colors are just absolutely gorgeous. They work really well. I can't say a whole lot about the lip colors because I'm not a big fan of lip colors this way, lipsticks this way in this format. So I barely use them, but the eyeshadows are great. I know that she did a different palette later and went away with the lipsticks. I don't know what that's like. I haven't tried it. Pride and Prejudice Zombie palette. It's Eye and Cheek palette. It's also BH Cosmetics and does have a mirror in here. And this is what it looks like. First row is kind of like your neutrals. The second row is the smokies. And the last row is a highlight and 2 blushes. They're beautiful. They are great formula. All the eyeshadows as well as the highlight and blushes. Very beautiful. I don't know that they sell this anymore, but I would recommend it. More BH. Eyes on the 70s. I had all of them. I think there was like eyes on the 60s, on the 80s and 90s. I kept the 70s just because these are colors I might go for. Or use pops of colors. This is what it looks like. I don't reach for this often. I do occasionally when I want a pop color. One thing that I don't like is the packaging. It's kind of hollow here, so you do have to keep the plastic insert. It's not a problem for me. I usually keep it, but just keep that in mind. Again, I don't think that they sell this anymore. I think they just went away with it. I have both Carly Bybel palettes, the original one, and this has a mirror in it. I absolutely love it. The eyeshadows in here are gorgeous. The highlights are gorgeous. This is more like a, for me, it's an eyeshadow, not a highlight, not a highlight. It's pretty dark. The first row is the mauves, the second row is the neutrals. The only thing that I would say about this is I wish there was a mid-tone neutral color in here. I think this palette is lacking that because these are all shimmers and this is the only matte one. So, but I absolutely love this one. I did get the second BH Carly Bybel, the deluxe edition palette, and this is kind of an expansion on that one. I believe all the shades in the first one are in here. I'm not 100% sure. I honestly have not used this one yet. I did watch my friend Rachel Winter's video on this. She did a review on it and now I kind of want to bust it out and use it. So there's a little bit more expansion on the eyeshadows, 2 more highlights in here, and like there's more silver tone and a pink one. These I think are, I believe those are the same as before. This again would be an eyeshadow for me, not a highlight. I really want to use it. Rachel said that it's good and I like the first one, and I did swatch this one in Ulta, so I think it should be good. I don't see why not. Alright, more BH Cosmetics. Solar Flare. I think this came out around the same time that Urban Decay came out with their Naked Heat palette, and it does have a mirror as well. All these eyeshadows are baked. You do need to use them wet for the most color payoff, but they are absolutely beautiful. I have no complaints about this. I really like it. I wasn't sure that I was gonna get the Naked Heat palette, so I purchased that. It was like a fraction of the price, but then I ended up getting the Naked Heat, and honestly I've used this more than I've used the Naked Heat. Okay, we got a couple more BH Cosmetics over here. This one is the Neutral Eyes 28 eyeshadow colors. I bought this around the same time that I bought this Eyes on the 70s. Basically was new to makeup, and I did really enjoy this. You can tell there's very similar colors here, very similar colors here. The shimmers are great. The mattes kind of not so great. BH Cosmetics definitely stepped up their game since these were out. They're like, I would say about $10 on their website now. They do put them on sale quite often. They're not bad, but they're not the best. I do enjoy them. Just with what I have now, I don't know that I would repurchase them. This was in my weekly makeup drawer a couple weeks ago, and this is the Smoky Eyes. I do really like this. I don't know that I enjoyed it as much as I did when I first bought it. I bought it around the same time that I bought the neutral one. I really like the purples in here, the pinks. I don't reach for the blues often. I hardly ever reach for blues and grays, but everything else I really enjoy. Again, with what I have now, I don't know that I would repurchase this. This one, on the other hand, I love, and this is the 28 foiled shadows. Again, this came out, I think, around the same time that Makeup Geek came out with their foiled eyeshadows. I did not want to spend the money on Makeup Geek, so I bought this, and I love this thing. They're beautiful colors. You have the pops of colors, you have the neutrals, foiled. They're all foiled. There's no matte shades in here, but it's gorgeous and it performs very well. That's it for BH Cosmetics. What do you know? I have 4 from Colourpop, so let's just do those. I'll start with the oldest one to my collection, which is the Golden State of Mind. I did buy this from Sephora, and this reminds me a lot of the Moon Dust shadows from Urban Decay. They're like eyeshadow toppers. You do need a glitter glue, but they're beautiful colors. These are new. I have not used them yet. This is the Dream Street with Kathleen Light collab. I am really looking forward to using this palette. Those greens in here are just screaming to me. So yeah, I haven't used it yet. I can't tell you how it is. I haven't used any matte shades from Colourpop. Again, the only one that I had was the Golden State of Mind, and those are shimmery. The other one that I did pick up is the Give It To Me Straight. This got like the berry tones as well as the neutrals. I am looking forward to using this one as well. Looks perfect for an everyday use. It might go really well with the Naked 3, which is the palette I'm trying to pan this year. So I'm gonna play with this and try and use it with that. And the last one from Colourpop is the Cute AF. I really wanted this because I really wanted the Sunset palette from Natasha Denona. I just could not get myself to spend that much money without knowing that I would like yellow shades, sunset colors, I guess. So I picked this one instead. Again, it's a fraction of the price of the Natasha Denona, so looking forward to trying this one out. Okay, let's do the e.l.f. palettes. I believe this is like the 32 color everyday palette. It's quite a bit of neutrals in here. There's a little mirror in the palette. I don't know about this palette. I've traveled with this before for work, and it's not that great, honestly. I mean, the colors are beautiful. They do require quite a bit of work, so keep that in mind. But quite a nice variety of colors, a lot of neutrals and few pops of colors, or I should say like few pops of blues. Okay. Next from e.l.f. I have all 3 of the Prism palettes. I have the Smoke, Sunset, and Naked. This is the Naked one. I'll start with the Naked. This is my favorite out of all 3. Again, like neutral shades. These work as highlights beautifully. They're all very shimmery. You cannot create a full look just using these palettes. You do need a secondary palette. Unless you just want to glow all the way. This is the Smoke. Is this Smoke? Yes, this is the Smoke one. You have green, a blue, a gray, nice little purple in there. I do enjoy this. I've used it. I don't reach for it too much because I do like the foiled colors by BH Cosmetics a little bit more if I'm going to go for these kind of colors. And this is the Sunset. You have sunset tones. I've not used the Sunset. I think I've used only one color in here, and I think I used this. No, I used this as a eyeshadow, not a highlight. But I think this would go very beautiful as a highlight. And the last one from e.l.f. is the Matte for Matte, the original Matte for Matte. I do not like this as much as other people do. I find it to be kind of powdery, chalky a little bit. I mean, it's great for, I think palette is $10 and e.l.f. has them quite a bit for 50% off. Watch out for that if you're thinking about picking this up. It's okay for the price. It's a good deal for the price, but again, with the higher end palettes that I have, I don't reach for that one quite as much. So the only Juvia's Place that I have, and it's this the Heron, the first one. I really like this palette. The colors are beautiful, the mattes are beautiful, the shimmers are beautiful, that golden color here, this green, this reddish one, this berry one, they're all beautiful. The black is very pigmented matte black color. I really enjoy it. I might pick up more Juvia's Place palettes. If you have any recommendations, let me know. The only Makeup Revolution is this hashtag selfie, and I did get this as a gift with purchase from Ulta, and I was shocked by the quality. Like, this was free, so I didn't expect much from it, but performance is great. The colors are great. Very neutrals. Kind of reminds me of like the Naked palettes a little bit. So yeah. Kind of want to pick up more Makeup Revolution palettes. I hear people talk about them. I don't know why I haven't gotten any of them. I do have their highlights and blushes, and I really enjoy them. The only NYX palette that I have is the Happy Birthday. This was a birthday gift from Ulta this past year, and I love this palette. I know not a lot of people do, but I really enjoy it. The mattes are great in here. This one, this one, this one, even this one, like they're all great. I have no complaints about any of these colors. I really like it. Let's do Wet n Wild. I have 4, and I have 2 of the new formulas and 2 of their older formulas. The Petal Pusher is probably my least favorite. I do have more Wet n Wild, but they're like the 3-pan ones. This is Petal Pusher. You have the purples and, oh, purples. Sorry, my camera just stopped on me. I was saying that the only, well, I have 2 of the new formulas from Wet n Wild, the Not a Basic Peach. I did play with this a little bit. I did really like this color right here. It's like a golden pink. I want to play with this a little bit more. So far, it seems like the formula is great. The colors are great. And I do have the Rosé in the Air. I did kind of like swatch it on my hands, comparing it with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. I would say color-wise they're very similar, or their shades are very similar, but definitely not formula-wise. But still, for $5, this is a great purchase. I might do a video comparing the two or showing the 2 palettes together. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. Morphe. The last ones are Morphe. Let's start with this one. This is Morphe 35 OS, and this is like the shimmer palette. It's all shimmers. The shimmers from Morphe I really enjoyed. The mattes, I kind of have an issue with them. This is what it looks like. It's very beautiful. Like a lot of neutral, or yeah, a lot of neutral shimmers in here. Quite a few dark ones. I don't mind wearing these all over the lid. I don't know, some people might not want to put like a really dark shimmer color all over the lid, but I have no problem. This orange is beautiful. I really like this palette. Kind of curious about the second O2. I don't know exactly what it's called. I know the OS is shimmer, but is it O2? OM2? The matte one? Anyway. This is the Jaclyn Hill, the original Jaclyn Hill and Morphe. I was a little disappointed with this. This is when I discovered the mattes from Morphe are not that great. This was the original one I bought from Morphe, and then I picked up the other ones. I do like the shimmers in here. The shimmers in Morphe palettes are good again, but the mattes require a little bit of work. But look at these colors here, like beautiful. Morphe 35F, which is the fall, I think. I really like this one. Again, it's a lot of shimmers. The first 4 rows are all shimmers. The last one is matte, and I really like these colors. I tend to gravitate towards this. The only problem is the matte row. Again, the mattes are not that great. Plus, I don't find that there's a large variety with the matte colors in here. This is a matte black. It is not very pigmented. I wish there was kind of like a darker brown, you know, a little bit more variation in the mattes in here. To kind of help you get a full look. With what is in here, I don't feel like you can. Nevertheless, for $23, it's a great deal. And the last palette is the Jaclyn Hill palette, Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I got this as an anniversary gift from my husband, and honestly, I have not used it yet. I swatched a couple of the shades. Well, I was very curious about this blue. I have not used it. I really need to, because I heard a lot of people say that the mattes in here are a lot better than other matte shades from Morphe. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions about any of these palettes, or you would want to see more in-depth review or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm gonna have a few videos before I have my next collection video. I think I'm gonna do highlights next. It's probably gonna be a long one, so I don't know if I'm gonna split it into two or just have one long highlight video. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.